Hello everybody, I am Alpaca Patrol, and this is How to Be a Jerk as Skywrath Mage. This is a recent game of Dota that I played, and it'll be a short video. I just wanted to show you guys because of how funny the game kind of turned out. So I mean, this is we were playing all pick and unranked, and I'll just skip ahead through the picks. I randomed Skywrath. My friend Dennis here is gonna be playing our Rubik, and our other friend Emerson is going to be playing the Silencer in the middle line. Now, I'm not a very good Dota player, but you know, I have my moments. So I'm just, we're gonna put it on player perspective. As little effort as possible from me, because we're just gonna watch me play Skywrath.
This one is in the bag.
Because of how this game goes, really. So I picked up, I haven't played Skywrath in this patch until this game. And I like playing Skywrath. Skywrath's a lot of fun because he can be such a jerk. You can be so... I mean, if I'm playing offlane, Skywrath is one of the heroes that I just hate playing against. And we actually run a tri-lane, and now I know a lot of people are afraid of a tri-lane, especially at lower MMRs. But tri-lanes are really easy to run if you do them correctly, and for the most part, I'd say that we did this tri-lane correctly for sure. So we're just securing the bounty rune for our Ursa, who is going to be our safe lane carry, and I believe the Silencer got the top bounty rune as well. So really, we're already 200 gold, 200 XP ahead. This ward that I just did, that's like when I'm playing a support. Especially when I'm playing a zoning support. That ward I love, because it allows me to zone effectively, and here we go, Skywrath Mage starts. So basically what you do with Skywrath is, I generally tell people that you never level until you get into the lane, until you need to use a spell. With Skywrath, you really don't have to. You can just level Arcane Bolt first. I mean, I say that, but if there's a fight near the bottom rune and, a concussive shot may get you a kill, then you should wait to skill, which is also why I waited to skill in lane. But just, like, 99% of the time, you're going to be getting Arcane Bolt. I actually picked up a Mango. This is why I mentioned I haven't played this hero in 6.84, and, yeah, just use Arcane Bolt every time it's off cooldown. That's basically all you got to do. Generally, you want to just keep the offlaner as low as possible, especially if it's a solo offlaner. Now, granted, this Troll, you're not supposed to be playing in a solo offlane position, especially against the tri-lane. Now, this is what I mean by we ran this tri-lane well. So, I mean, I spend most of my time here just arcane bolting, harassing this troll, keeping him low, just trying to keep him out of XP range, trying to keep him much lower level than my core, my Ursa. And at the same time, while doing that, while keeping him low, I also want to try to stay out of XP range myself, which will, keep my levels low, but it'll get my Ursa's levels high. And while this is happening, you can see in the jungle over here, Rubik, Dennis, is, and he saw me pop a Clarity, so he's going to use his Whirling Axes to stop it. I pinged Dennis, I was like, hey, come over here, we can get this kill on this guy. I eat my Mango, so I get the extra mana, so I can pop the concussive shot, so he's nice and slow. And, oh, it looks like First Blood. Oh, wait a second! Our Tide fed in the offlane, but it's okay, because I get another Arcane Bolt and that guy's dead. So that's the first kill on Troll. But, yeah, Rubik's been stacking and pulling, so he's been doing the same thing. He's getting levels from the jungle. There's some Shard Golems there that he can finish. So he's been doing the very same thing. Just, letting the Ursa get ahead on levels, and he should be, I think, by this point. Yeah, well, he's only level 3. I'm level 2 though, so I guess he is, quite ahead at least. I mean, a whole level difference is pretty good. So, with this ward, I can stand up here comfortably and safely and just wait for this troll to come out and just Arcane Bolt him forever. Another nice thing about that ward too, about that lane ward, is I can leave the lane. I could go gank, which I don't do. But I could leave the lane and go gank, and then my core is feeling safe because he can see who's TPing under tower, we can, you know exactly what's going on, which is pretty useful. It's a pretty useful thing to have. Rubik is pulling the lane so we can get the creep equilibrium back. It kind of got screwed up when we left Ursa alone in the lane. People in my bracket generally don't know how to deal with creep equilibrium pretty well, so, you know, it's fine though. It should be back in order now that Dennis is pulling through, and he has, I believe, successfully pulled through. So, he missed one. That's not that big of a deal, though. It'll push the lane slightly, but if it's taking any damage, then it won't. Okay, cool, you used your whirling axes on me. My clarity was almost out, which is why I was standing there. So basically, I baited out his mana so that I could arcane bolt him and, you know, not really lose anything. And then the fucking range creep! God, I hate range creeps. Range creeps are actually bugged because they can see you while you're in fog. And then watch this. I attack click my Ursa, I attack click a creep, and the thing just won't change aggro, man. Range creeps, man. Range creeps. Anyway. So, I'm just keeping the troll perpetually low, and part of the reason that that happens is because it sets up kills like this, which, you know, spoiler, there might be a kill coming soon. And right now, you see, I'm checking the range on Concussive Shot. It's very long, but I want to get him closer, like farther away from the tower than you know, than he was, which is why I was checking the range on Concussive Shot. You see the range is massive. It's off the screen, but it's important to especially on Skywrath Mage. I mean, he's one of the main heroes that I check ranges on a lot of the time. And I'm going to get the courier to deliver me 2 more clarities and a teleport scroll, just in case I need to teleport to defend a tower. And also just because I need mana. And, you know, a lot of people, again, at lower skill levels will be very afraid of ferrying out more regen as the game goes on, but it's really worth it to just stay in lane, because it could potentially set up more kills, or it could defend your hero, your core and stuff like that. Now, like I said, you know, I'm not a very good Dota player. This isn't a particularly high skill game. I think actually this is high skill. This is a waste of mana, by the way. This is something you shouldn't do. I didn't really set up a kill. Although, I did tell Dennis at this point that, hey, the troll went to get this rune, let's go gank him. And it looks like he decided to use a tilt play here. He used Mighty Tilt Play, which was to completely miss with his whirling axes and do some damage to me. Right now, I'm actually not pinging him, you can't tell. But I might ping in a second here. Ursa's gonna come in now, try to help out with this fight. I tango to get away. He misses with whirling axes yet again, and Silencer comes in, makes him slightly dumber by stealing 2 of his int. And now this troll, this poor troll, I mean, in fairness, made a terrible tilt play, is 0-3 at 6 minutes. He has died half as many minutes as there are in the game. So, basically, if you're that troll, don't make this play where you walk into the river and then try to turn around and try to get stuff. You know what would be actually a pretty good play is if he stood right here and waited and got the XP there. That would have been a pretty good play. My ward's running out here, which is a little bit scary, but Dennis just picked up his arcane boost, so that gets me back in mana range. I checked the range on the Concussive Shot. It's far enough, silence him, and he's dead. I should have silenced him faster. What's nice about the silence on Skywrath Mage is he does have an instantaneous silence, so it has 0 cast point, which is part of the thing that makes him really, really strong as a support. Is an instant silence is real strong. So,
Dyer's bottom tower
we bust that guy up. Now, I really want my mana boots, and Ursa just picked up his Vlads, as you can see there. So, he's like, well, fuck it, let's go to Roche, whatever. It's currently 4-1. The only kill that they have gotten was on the Tide in that off lane for First Blood. So, Ursa and Rubik are going to go over there and try to take out Roshan. Hint, it works. Now, by the way, if you're playing a support and you're given a lane, don't shy away from trying to CS. That is really important. If you ever get the opportunity to hit creeps, you hit creeps. And right now, them going for Roche is actually really good for me because I get some solo XP, I get closer to level 6, and I'm going to get enough money from CSing to get my mana boots. Now, later on in the game, once you have a bigger mana pool, you can start using Archangel to farm. But you don't really, you shouldn't be doing it really, because you need that more for harass damage. And I missed 2 CS, because I'm an awful Dota player, and that's kind of what I do. I just miss CS all the time. Ursa's coming back. I get my mana boots, and I mana them up. And, yeah, it is 8 minutes into the game, and we're looking pretty good. I'm 2-0-2 on this Skywrath Mage. Life is pretty good. I don't have my zoning ward anymore, but I can still see him because of how far up Ursa is and the creep wave is. So I'm going to walk over to him. I'm going to Arcane Bolt him. And Ursa has an Aegis, remember, so I'm just going to Concussive Bolt him. We're going to walk up under the tower, silence him, and kill him. And 9 minutes into the game, Troll Warlord DCs and abandons the game. So that's how you are a jerk as Skywrath Mage. If you wanted to know how to be just a monumental douchebag that the offlaner hates to play against, this is how you do it. Just keep him low at all times, make sure rotations are easy to come, and you know, so that it's easy to kill the offlaner. I mean, he burned through all his regen within 2 minutes. Luna already DC'd. It's 6-2. Ursa's ahead. He's got an Aegis. This is, it honestly is not a very winnable game. It could be one if they can take some good fights with Black Hole, and the Luna and the PL both get some farm. Although PL and Luna were in the same lane, weren't they? So were they just competing for farm? What was happening there? I don't actually know. It was a little bit of a disaster. So Enigma thinks he's safe under this tower, but little does he know that we can Arcane Bolt him and walk under tower, use Skywrath Mage ulti, do almost all of his damage, but and then he'll die right after the Black Hole. And I will just take this creep wave. Hello, creeps! Come with me! Your master. Well, actually, technically, I guess I'm not the master of these creeps. You know, I high-five Dennis on the way over, like, hey, you want some creeps? And then we win the game! That's it! That's Dota! That is fucking Dota for you, boys. That's sometimes how it goes. Sometimes you just zone out the offlaner so hard that he just abandons the game. Sometimes that happens. So, anyway, that was how to be a jerk as Skywrath Mage. Just a quick little video I just wanted to show you guys because it was pretty funny yesterday. We actually had another game like that later on in the day where we made them abandon at like 12 minutes. Sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes it happens. And sometimes your team rage quits, sometimes it's the enemy team rage quits. Sometimes you gotta rage quit, man. That poor troll, 0-5 at 10 minutes. He actually didn't have any items. I guess they sold all his items. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.